Has one ever wondered how rewarding a child in certain ways helps them learn a lot more, helps them crave a lot more knowledge, doesn't create fear within them, but most of all, it teaches them a way of love. I'm not talking about spoiling a child. It's about nurturing. And when you nurture, you reward them with joy, with love. You create this energy around the things that they learn. And you don't go overboard, because if you go read about the work from Dr. Gabor Mate and how he explains children and their behavior and how a parent should not be overwhelmed or overdo it when they're congratulating their kids on doing something like, "Oh my gosh, you did it so well." It makes a lot of sense, because that's something that you create endorphins for the child to seek that every time. And when you don't, one day they're going to be wondering, what did I do wrong? So I recently had a client that spoke to me about her mother, and from when she was the age of 11, when it came to exam times, she knew that as soon as her mom got home, she would ask her for a slipper, to bring her the slipper. And then they would sit down around the table, and the mother would test her on everything that she learned. She would test her on her subjects. And if she got anything wrong, she would give her a hiding for every question she got wrong. What this did was, it created such fear for this woman to study, and such fear that she would try and please the mother so much so that the mother wouldn't do this anymore. In the end, after about 3 years, the mother gave up on doing that. But what this did for the woman was that she became this people pleaser. She became the person that didn't want mommy to get angry, didn't want mommy to beat her. And so she sought the approval of people, even her children, her husband. And so she kept seeking for love. And that love would always come in the form of a reward of, "Oh, you did something for me, I love you so much." But what that did was, it created a scenario where the woman became overbearing, smothering. So it wasn't love anymore. It became a smother. And that smother took control of her life. When she realized that this was the case, her expression on her face was priceless. And what it did for her was made her realize that she's never done anything for herself, she's always done it for everyone else. So she's let herself go, physically and health-wise. And so she realized now that it's time to start doing things for herself. And if she can do things for herself, she'll create a different environment for those around her. It'll create appreciation. Because if someone is at your beck and call every second, you don't really get that chance to appreciate them. You see them as more of a burden. And that's what had become of her. So it was for her now to change that around and do things for herself. And if someone needed something around the house, or a friend needed something urgent, she didn't have to jump to their call. She could make a decision. Is this what is needed for me, first of all? And then secondly, for that person? Or are they just playing into her needs? Life is so beautiful. I wish you all a great day.